Liverpool's poor Premier League away form came back to bite them once again over the weekend as the Reds suffered a 1-0 defeat to Nottingham Forest at the City Ground. With a hugely important few weeks ahead for Jurgen Klopp's side before the World Cup break, here are 5 key aspects of the defeat that stuck in the memory. Taiwo Awoniyi admitted he felt emotional coming up against former side Liverpool, but managed to put aside any feelings to score Nottingham Forest's winner. The Nigerian striker netted the only goal of the game at the City Ground to end Liverpool's 3-game winning run and put a stop to their recent momentum. Awoniyi's arrival at Anfield came just months before Klopp, with the striker signed for just £400,000 before being immediately loaned out to Eintracht Frankfurt. Spells in Belgium, the Netherlands and Germany followed before he secured a permanent move to Union Berlin in 2021, all without making a single appearance for his parent club. Forest picked him up as part of their extraordinary post-promotion recruitment drive this summer, and with a string of solid performances culminating in Saturday's winner, the former Red can be more than happy with how things panned out. Curtis Jones made his first start yesterday since May, in a position where he's rarely featured in recent seasons. And other than an urge to keep hold of the ball, a trait both a blessing and a curse, Jones did as well as should have been expected after so long out, finishing the game on the left flank after Fabio Carvalho endured another mixed afternoon, spurning a decent chance early on and then struggling to make a consistent impact. This wasn't the case for Elliott on the other flank, the teenager the only Liverpool player to offer any sort of consistent attacking threat. The youngest player, though, shouldn't be the one setting the example for the rest. The absence of Darwin Núñez with a tight hamstring made the Uruguayan the 19th different Reds player to have missed at least one game this campaign. And how the Uruguayan's absence was felt. His physical presence, threat and height all sorely lacking from Liverpool's attacking efforts, with Mohamed Salah restored to the centre-forward role, too often mired in a sea of Forest defenders, and Roberto Firmino unable to offer any meaningful support down the middle. With Luis Diaz and Diogo Jota, two of Liverpool's more direct attackers, out for some time, Klopp had nobody to whom he could turn as his side struggled to create chances from open play despite enjoying a whopping 75% of possession. Set pieces were the Reds' best threat, but Firmino and particularly Virgil van Dijk proved wasteful. Jurgen Klopp admits a lack of options is making it impossible to introduce any massive change to help Liverpool's wayward season. Before the game, Núñez and Thiago joined Luis Diaz, Diogo Jota, Joel Matip, Ibrahima Konate and Artemelo on the sidelines, with Naby Keita having only just resumed training after 2 months out. And after hard-fought wins over Manchester City and West Ham United earlier in the week, Klopp admits it was difficult to rotate in positions as much as he would have wanted. We knew it would be a difficult game. That was clear because of our situation, even if Nottingham are not in a great situation, said the Reds boss. It was a super intense week for us with 2 super intense games. We had to change late, so it was clear we had to be ready to put a big fight in, and the boys did. It was intense, 3 games, 6 days and a limited squad. You can't exactly do a massive change in the centre of the park. It created a bit of uncertainty, I understand that, but I really thought we made a real fight of it. It's definitely a frustration that their goal was avoidable. And finally, the City Ground curse goes on for Liverpool. The Reds still not having won here during the Premier League era, scoring a mere 4 times in 6 games, and without a league triumph since 1984. Indeed, they've been victorious only 3 times here in the last 20 league visits, hardly the happiest of hunting grounds, with some home supporters letting themselves down with chants referencing the Hillsborough disaster. It has been a hugely demoralising week in that regard. And while Klopp played down post-match talk of the poor away record, not since 2006-07 have Liverpool failed to win any of their first 5 Premier League games on the road. Amsterdam and Ajax is the next stop, with the Reds hoping to secure their Champions League knockout berth with a game to spare. Certainly, progress in this season's competition is proving far more straightforward than qualifying for the next campaign.